Good morning, folks. Welcome back. So I think today we're going to do an interior, I guess, room in our pirate stronghold, and that would probably be the bar because that seems like a good place to set a scene and the kind of thing that we might get pretty commonly in a script. So yeah, should be fun. Let's see what we get at. I'm going to take a look here, and you can see this is our exterior, and we don't have to worry too much about matching it. Film doesn't usually care that much. Um, but just to get an idea of our space, I think maybe look at like that building there for our size. So let's just copy it and bring it over here and paste it. Let's not do that yet. Into collection. Okay. And then take this and Alt G, or I guess it's gonna, no, just bring it in ourselves. And we're not even gonna really worry too much about it. So this is actually probably overkill. Let's move it to scene collection. And original, just take a look at what it is. And around the 3D cursor, line it up to something like this. Just so you can see the sizes on it. It's like 9.5 by 8, essentially. All right, let's even just start over now that we can get an idea for that. And yeah, let's just entirely start over. File new, general. I don't want to bring anything across yet. Okay, so we've said scale y 9.5 x 8 point. Just do 8, sure. Morning, Patrick. And our height is going to be 2.5. That's kind of what we've been doing for our scale. If you're a reasonably large room, probably larger than we want. Let's take a look. And Tab A, Shift N, and we're going to make everything internal. Cool. And 3, P, separate a section. Move this to ceiling. Turn it off. Okay, so this would be the largest our space could be, but there's no law that says we have to occupy this entire structure here. I want to bring a person in so we can kind of see what we're looking at. Okay, and I want to bring this up. Oh, everything too. Ceiling as well. There we go. Yeah, now we're lined up. So low ceiling for the most part, although we could allow for a second floor even, which could be cool. That might be neat. Maybe we'll do that before. Let's actually just combine this back in. Just join it back. And tab A, M. Sure. So it's all one. Now, let's see. 2, I'm going to cut this up, I think. Cool. 4, sure. And 5. They're not quite squares, but close enough. Okay. And the reason I'm thinking this is I kind of do want to put a stairway down here. And I want it to be narrow. Okay. That should be good. Now we'll separate it out. Move ceiling. Okay. So we got that. Let's take a look. Tab. We're going to take this. And Damn it, I keep doing this and I'm saying I want to not do it. Okay. Just a painted deal. But let's go to here, to, yeah. And then here and fill. And grab that. That's really all I want. Not the only thing I need to connect. I think so. Move it off its own area. Now let's separate it out. Off to a slow start. Ceiling. Okay. So that would be where our stair is going to be. So we can play with that. Cool. So stair is going to come down into this space here. Probably then the bar is going to be over here behind the stairs. So let's look, and we could say bar is going to be there. Like that, maybe? That's a little high. Let's just make it an even 1. Yeah, 1 meter up. Okay. Sure. And then I'm going to actually narrow it. Like that. Cool. And I'm just kind of lining it up a little bit to where we want it to be. Let's go like that. Okay, so I'll put a bar there. I do think this is too wide for what we want. We want it to be a lot kind of tighter in. So let's just take this, or even just this. Let's do this, yeah. Easy 2.5. Now cut our room down. So that's our total room size now. Okay. Sure. Put some stools here, maybe a table here. Yeah. Still pretty large, but cinematically it's fine. It'll give us room for a camera to move around if that's what we wanted. Okay, I want to go now. I'm just going to open recent platform generator. I want to get both the materials and stairs are a pain in the ass to make, and this will make the kind of stairs that look like they're from out here, which is what I wanted. So we'll grab this. And these should both move. It's in collection. Okay. Collection. Paste. Good. What the heck is that? Oh, that's the stuff, right? Delete. Okay. Then this. That might be the only thing we use from it. But we'll try it. We'll see. Copy modifiers. And this here going to have base M new collection room. That's kind of weird looking. Let's get rid of the other stuff. Scatter on, gone. Control A, rotation scale. There we go. And this one too. Okay, nice. This thing, base. So terrain will make it room. And right now we have a base under our stairs. We may or may not want such a thing. Let's see. No base under stairs, so it's just the stairway. Cool. And we can come here and missing pieces. Let's just do 0.1. Yeah, so it's not missing as much. Just a little. There's our stairs going to our second level. And this tab 3. Let's separate this out. Make that our bar. We could actually see if we want to do it with this. Just join. It might be neat to do that. I don't want to have it's going to be balcony. Or even, let's see, balcony and flip direction. Yeah. I like that. Kind of fun. I'm going to maybe edit it a little bit. Let's actually make it its own objects. Separate it so it's its own thing so we can change its settings more. Thank you. All right, so we got that. We like the randomness and whatever, but let's look at our planks and our plank layer. Yeah, which is the first one? The plank spacing. Here we go. Length adjustment. Let's bring those. No, those are good. So let's bring it in a little bit. There we go. So it's not planks. I guess it's supports. Yeah, it supports. We like supports, but let's make them a bit narrow. Bring it in. So it's like that. Much better. And support scale. Let's bring it down. And yeah. Sure. That's fine. That's kind of neat. A little bit interesting as a bar goes, at least. And we kind of are going for interesting, so, hey. Object, set origin to 3D cursor. Or to geometry, rather. Just bring it, leave a little room for person to get behind the bar. Cool. Save. New 2506 24.1 live stream pirate bar. None of this is stuff we couldn't model ourselves, but you got it there. You might as well use it. And it does keep it consistent to the other stuff, which I like. Now, the walls and the floor. We could just leave them textural and just do it with materials, or we could actually do some stuff with it. Let's actually do some stuff with it. I'm going to open up. Don't save. What it's called? Plank, right? Wood planks, yes. We tried to use this last week on the boats and it didn't work so well, but I think it'll work okay for our walls here. There we go. Copy objects. In the collection, paste. Great. So that one's going that way. So it's this walls. So coplanar, coplanar, P section tab. This, link, copy modifiers. Okay. Great. Resolution. Nah. Where are we at? I always forget. Oh, it's based on what you call it? Cuts. So here, let's just cut it. Tab. Yeah. And L W subdivide 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what that looks like. That's better. Maybe even 5. 6. 6 feels pretty good. Okay, we'll remember that for next time. Now, we don't want continuous, we want split planks because they look cooler. Well, maybe. We don't want to split. And offset random. Yeah, that's a little fun. We want them longer than that if we're going to do that, though. Maybe we don't. Let's just continuous for right now. Where do I find an offset randomness 0? So they all come. That's right. Okay. Gap is too much. Gap of 0.25. Come on. Let's take it to 0, just so we can see what's going on. Thickness. No, that's all right. 0.1. Thickness randomness 0.03, just to give some slight variation. That might be a bit much. Thickness 0.005. Getting too much gaps in between them, though. Side gaps. There we go. 0.02. And let's see, is that getting us better what we want? Bend randomness 2. No. That's a lot of randomness. No. Noise power. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. 0.005. 0.01. Let's see. That's all right. I hate the color, but we're going to fix that, so that's fine. Okay. Nice. Morning, Shayla. Let's take this one now, tab, and just grab these. Shift G, coplanar. Cool. P, separate the section. And tab. Come and grab this one. Just that. A, W, subdivide 6, as we said. Yeah. Should give us close to the same. And then link. Copy modifiers, and this one we have to change from Z-axis. No, it should be Y-axis. No. Z-axis, align to normal. So there we go. Now we get the other side going that way. And we get some neat kind of gaps in our building that I think are pretty cool. Ah, yes, that moment. I know that moment. Oh, did I not grab that one? We could actually. X face. I think that's a door. Yeah, let's do that. Coplanar. P section. Subdivide again 6. Cool. And let's just join to this wall. There we go. So we actually have like a doorway we could use now if we want to. Always a good thing. And then our floor, I kind of want the same kind of thing. So let's do it again. Maybe the ceiling too when we get to it. Although floor, we could just do, let's see, copy modifiers and do that. And that would give us kind of something interesting. Lots of holes. We need to fix the hole. That's too many holes. Missing pieces, 0. That's better on our floor. Let's look at some weird, which is just kind of fun. Kind of dig it. Let's do that. That looks cool. And then ceiling. Let's do the same thing. Copy modifiers. And now we need to edit our ceiling. Get rid of this face. Right? Yeah. And then Control A, rotation scale. That's it. There we go. That's why. And we got lots of weird shit everywhere, but that's kind of fine. I think we're going to get rid of the hanging cables on the ceiling. Can never remember where that is. Hanging ropes. There. Density 0.02. Or there we go. Actually, we could do more. Let's see. Let's see if we can get something cool. Because they are neat if we can make it work. Length resolution. That's narrower, yeah. Tension. Way higher tension. So they're up like that. Yeah. That's fun. Need a little less tension. And radius 0.01. Okay. And we get some interesting platform things too going on it. That's kind of neat. Let's see what we can do with this. Let's take these two together just so we can just see that. Cool. So this thing. Okay. First thing we want to do is up at our top on this one. Yes. We want that angle to be different. It's not planks, supports. Lose it every time. It's not supports, pillars. But I thought it was at the top. What am I missing? Stair angle. Really thought it was up there. Yeah. Still missing it. There it is. Base angle is 0. So that's going to be vertical. And we don't want oblique supports. No, we do. Okay. And yeah, it's room. Or even, what's in room? I just want that to be in room. Remove these. Oh, I see. It's in collection. Okay. There we go. That's all right. And then this again. Pillars. I want some in the room or not. Maybe not. They're kind of neat. Kind of torn. Lost my hanging ropes. No, they're there. Oh, and then it brought back the pillar too. Strange. The supports. All right, so we want that. And let's just keep looking at it. Those two things to look. Kind of all right with that. This one. Pillars, oblique supports. Braces, I think is what it is, right? Yeah. We don't want braces, but we do want oblique supports. Yeah. That's not bad. Very cool. And those are on the outside, but that's fine. I think our cables are hanging just a little low. Hanging ropes. Tension, maximum length of 3. Where'd they go? Maximum length. Come on. Oh, we got some. Okay. Tension. Down slightly. Yes. I think that's good. Digging that. Save. And then we should actually take our walls and just Shift D, GZ 2.5 and go up to the top, because we're going to have this, a level up there we're looking at. And where'd my stair go? There's my stair. Did I screw it up? Oh, I did screw it up. Tab. X face. Okay. And I actually do want this one. EX -2. Yeah. Now let's get rid of this one too. Right. Yeah. There we go. Now our stairs look right. Nice. Now, so we got no lights down here at all, which is probably accurate. So we need to deal with that. But we could put some windows, maybe. But I think I like it dark. I think we're going to leave it just man-made light here. Or goblin-made light. I don't know. Okay. Let's move. Let's get rid of our ceiling so we can see what the heck we're doing. All right. So we can make our own barrels, or we can just use barrels. I think we're just going to use barrels. They'll have better textures. It doesn't really. We don't really win any brownie points by making our own barrels. Let's just get that out of the way. I can see. And here, our medieval market. Market has better barrels, right? There we go. Let's see. I want full ones. That seems like a medium-sized barrel. Let's do that. Classic bar, a barrel. Okay. And I'm actually going to move these new collection to walls. Just because, again, it's just easier to deal. Okay. And even though this is, let's scale this barrel down a little bit, because I don't want my bar any higher than that, basically. And G. There. Doesn't really matter, but there we go. I think that will work for what we're looking for. Okay. A few minutes later. Okay, I like that. Now, turn walls back on. It's just a back and forth process. And this barrel, where is it? Is it in, just in, no. All those. New collection, I'm gonna call it set deck. I'm gonna try to put all that stuff in set deck. What is cube? That's that, we don't need it anymore. Let's get rid of it. That is that over there, we don't need that anymore, get rid of it. Okay, nothing else going on in collection, so let's turn it off. Okay, then here in set deck, let's grab a barrel. And put some along here. Make sure that they don't touch our ceiling in a minute, but get into that door. No, that's fine. That looks like a goodly number of tables. Let's turn ceiling back on. Just make sure we're not like hitting a pan column, but I don't think we are. No, we're good. Okay. Morning, Michael. Good to see you. That's looking all right. Now, let's take this, see if we can fix it. Material is not going to be stylized wood, it's going to be wood. It should be this wood. Which is what? Let's just look at it. You know, I think I'm just going to apply it. No. Realize instances and apply it. It is what? Wood. Great. I'm going to call it platform wood. Just so I know what the heck it's coming from. Okay. This one should be platform wood. See what that looks like. No. Okay, we're going to need to apply it. That's fine. I don't particularly care. Apply all. Cool. Apply all. And walls, I'm just going to join them together, right? Yeah. And material is going to be platform wood, tab A, U, cube projection. Take a look. Eek, no. R90 scale. See how that looks. Like garbage. What the heck? Cube projection. Okay. R90 S5. Why am I still getting something weird on that? That's strange. Doesn't look like it's actually applying it. There's no material, there's no modifier on anymore, right? Right. So what is going on? Unless it's just a weird... Ah, ducks. My mic is at full power. It's literally hitting red as far as mine says in OBS. So I'm not sure what to tell you because like my computer is reading it as way up there. I have heard that complaint before. Again, I don't know what to tell you. Let's just trade for material. And when I play it back for me, I've listened to it. It sounds fine. So it's something with YouTube afterward. And I don't know. Freaking YouTube. Wood. Let's try this wood. Okay, now it's doing right. Which way do we like it better? That looks good. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what's up. Something gets strange though. I have heard people say that before. I'm like, I'm not talking too quiet most of the time. I mean, sometimes I mumble, but you know, not too bad. All right, anyway. There's our wood. Seems acceptable. Okay. Turn off the walls again. Let me just see it here. Doing all right. I want to put some lights into this thing now. Haven't decided what I want them to look like. Maybe... Let's see. I might just go File, Open, Meyer Merchant. We're gonna go back a little bit. Yes, the waiting for your image to finish rendering phase. Come on. Keep loading. We're going to put some, I think, some lanterns on the side. And we might even put some of our glow orbs as like potted plants in there. Our glow orb trees. I think that could be kind of fun. And we should be almost loaded. Let's see. Yes, there we go. So there's that. Now, collection. I might just turn off geoscatter here. Goodbye. Collection. Objects. So what? Come over here. And we're just looking for the lantern. There's the lantern. Tab. Actually, just sew that piece there. And L, hide. L, hide. And B, P. I'm not saving anything, so it doesn't matter. Just ripping it apart. Pulling from old files. But I suppose just to be sure, let's join it back together again. Just in case I accidentally hit save and screw up my file. And then set deck here. Alt-G, bring our lantern back. There we go. Let's get it to the right height. Kind of want it about there. And now let's turn off the ceiling and back on the walls. Okay. And let's see. GY to like there. GX to like there. And Q, or it's not Q, this. Q array. Let's do 3 along that wall there. Okay. And then, cool. Just going to apply that array, I think. And Shift D, RZ180, G, bring it down to here. Not worried if it lines up exactly. And solo it. Delete this one, or just separate that one actually. Tab. P section. Now I have a single one again that I can use. Take our single one here. And we're going to put it here. And Q array. We need to modify it a little bit here. Count 3, sure. And offset, make it a bit bigger. I'm not going to line up perfectly. We may even move one of those. We may move our thing, but now let's see. There we go. Over. They're high enough up that they're not going to really get in anyone's way, right? I think we need to bring them up a bit more. Let's grab all of them. And turn off walls again. 1 GZ up to like there. Okay. There are that. Excellent. Turn on our walls. Turn on our ceiling. Let's come down in. That looks... Oh, those are a little weird. But not too bad. We'll leave it for right now. We have some light, and if we go to camera and increase our exposure to like 5. Yeah. They aren't really lighting our room well, but they fake it nicely. Okay. I think I am going to bring them down just a bit more. To there. Most of my people in this world are a little shorter than humans anyway, so that should be fine. Save. All right, let's go grab one of the trees now from the orb lights. Collection. Select objects, just that. Yeah, there they are. So these were our orb trees that we made. But what if we bonsai treed the shit out of them? Let's take this one. Set deck. Turn off our ceiling. Paste. And there we go. Let's shrink it down. Bring it over to here. And let's give it a pot. I think we got some good ones from Botanic. Pots. That'll work. Rotate so the handles are on the side because they look cooler that way. 1, 3. Cool. Turn off walls. Scale that down some. Bring it up to like there. Okay, that should do it. And then let's do another one of these pots. Is it in set deck? Yes, it is. Over to like here, because we can see in this doorway, so we'll put it there. And then jump back over here and grab a different one. I'm going to say this one. And Control V. And just drag it over there. Rotate it around. Scale it down so it's roughly the same size as the other one. Not stressing too much about it. A little smaller. Okay. Those aren't really going to add a whole lot of light for us, but they'll look cool. Ceiling back on. Save. Take a look. Yeah, this thing we need to do GX and just bring it back out just a bit more. There we go. Yeah, even a bit more. Yeah. There we go. Cool. So we got those glower bobs there doing their thing. Cool. And we continue. The next one we want to do, I think, what else do we want to put in here? Let's get rid of our walls again and our ceiling again. And I want some stools here, I think. Even if it would make more sense for people just to be standing, stools give us more interesting things to look at, so let's do that. See if I can find some already made that we like. There we go. That'll work. Stool. Yeah, seems about the right height, actually. Cool. Let's bring it out. Alt-D, and rotate them, because no one ever puts chairs to the right place. So 4 stools there. We could do more to give it kind of increase the sense of tightness. That might not be a bad idea. I want it to feel a little compressed in here. Great. Yeah, so we got 8 people up against that. And do we want stools against our here? Sure. Lots of stools. Put a third one here. Yeah. Just kind of crowds up the space better, which is what we want. And we're going to just keep using some of those came from the Water Village set from Big, Medium, Small. And we're just going to use a few more things from that too, because it's just handy. It's got some neat stuff. Let's do a plate here of whatever that is. Oh, it's a frying counter. Never mind. That's not a plate. Actually. Could. I like it though, so let's keep it over here. We'll deal with it later. I want a plate. There's fish, right. There's a plate. Arr! Indeed. Well, that's a little high up. Okay. Okay, so I got a plate of food there. Or a bowl of food. I'm gonna use just a couple different ones here. Great. Cool. And some food there. We want some mugs, definitely. Let's see if we have some in Medieval Market. I think we do. Oh, there's something else we want too, if I can fit it. A mug copper. There we go. What I was looking at, not that it'll matter, was what's her name? The bar from Our Flag Means Death. Spanish Jackie's bar. That's it. I was looking at that last night for some ideas, but I can't say as I'm like terribly worried if it's, I didn't like try to steal that exact idea, but that was kind of my like, what's a bar? And I was also thinking of like, what you call it? Obviously Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, let's see if we can line that up better. Okay. Pet peeve of mine when mugs are not centered down the middle of the mug, but hey. Great. And we're just gonna grab a couple more. Cool. I'm just gonna take all three of these. I'm gonna cheat this a little bit. There we go. And then I'll grab one more. There we go. So we got shit on all the tables now. Cool. It's very bummed when Our Flag Means Death got canceled. I wanted a third season, but what are you gonna do? I want to put a beer barrel. Is it too big? It would be cool to have, but it is freaking huge. So let's see, can we fit it? I mean, I can always just shrink it and have a slightly smaller thing, or maybe the bartender doesn't need to go all the way underneath the stairs. That goes there and right up against the wall. Like, so this whole space is very narrow, is what we want to establish. Any more room? Maybe we got a little more room, but not much. Yeah, we got a little more room. To right there. Cool. Can we go a little bit more Y too? I think we can. Let's just look at these two. That's too far. Back. Maybe a little more. Back. Yeah. There we go. Might be touching, but it's close enough for us. That'll work. I think that's a fun place to put that. Did I get rid of the other? Frying counter. Where'd it go? There it is. It's not really a... So this should probably be like in a pot or something, but we'll just use it as like a serving thing. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, that should actually be a... If I'm going to use it, that should be like a deeper hole. I don't think we're going to use it. We're just going to keep it simple. Food comes from the back room over here, right? Yeah, that's what it is. Indeed. Well, I mean, the entire thing is in the inside hull of a pirate ship, so, you know, maybe there's no alcohol beyond this point, right? That's it. No booze beyond this point. Let's grab a mug or two. There we go. And then just grab a... not that. That. Just put a couple up there. And maybe one down at the far end too. One or two. Like that. I was thinking that could be one of the food items on their menu, yeah. If you mean the thing from before. It's hard to tell with the lag sometimes what people are talking about. But, okay, that's cool. Save. Good with that. What do we want to do now? Turn our ceiling back on. Come down and take a look again. I think it's coming together pretty well, actually. I'm pretty happy. It's dark. We need to decide what we're going to do with that. How much light do we want to add to this room? Where do we want it to come from? Do we want to fake it? These are all sort of the big questions you would ask yourself if you're doing this. So there's really no room for a chandelier. So we're not doing lights up the top. We could do candles along the bar, but I don't know. We might just fake it. Let's take this. Alt-D, RZ180. GX. Over to here. GZ up. And get rid of the walls. Give us that, which I don't hate, actually. But I think what we're going to do is edit this one. Make its own thing. Yeah. And tab. L, X, vertices. Yeah. So it's just hanging from a single thing. And then we can G, X, further in to like there. Cool. And then tab. And 2, grab that. And GX. There we go. That's better. That'll give us more light too. And more interest, both. I'm all for fantasy. I want to have it motivated. So, like, I'll extremify something, but I won't. Light just can't show up from nowhere, even in fantasy. There has to be like I might make these actually brighter than they should be, that kind of thing. But that's looking okay. We need to get rid of the light through those boards, at least some of them. Let's see. We don't want a floor light, so mesh plane, scale it up, bring it down, just to make sure. We'll make it wood. Doesn't even matter. Wood A. It's just so it doesn't bounce light. Now that should, no more white through the floor. Probably not. I mean, it could, but I don't know we're going to do a lot today on it. We're already at over an hour, so I don't know we're going to do the second level. It's just going to be up to there, but so we got rid of the light from the floor. Now we need to decide, is this an external or an internal building? We made it an external building initially, but that doesn't mean shit. If we give it a sky, I don't remember which one we were using. I'm just going to grab it from yesterday's. I like keeping it the same, unless there's a reason not to. World. There we go. Okay. See that. I'm just going to set our camera angle to here, just so we have one. And photographer. And 3. See, now we're super bright, but we're actually like getting all these kind of weird fireflies. We just set our camera to like, you know, near dark. Let's go back to 5. Now let's take these lights. Candlelight. Make it 500. Does it make any real difference? Not a lot, just because it's already getting blocked on such a small source. Let's take it back to 200, actually. Yeah, light can come from anywhere in fantasy, but you want to know where it is and make sure that it fits to your world. That's my thing. Like, yeah, I can throw light anywhere, but, you know, there's no reason they couldn't have, you know, fusion-powered light bulbs. I'm making it up, but that doesn't mean it would fit with the theme that I wanted. But what if we put another light kind of back here? Like a point light up, and we'll make it, I don't know, 4500, power of 500. It's gonna come, first off, it's gonna pop through those, yeah. We're gonna get some light through that side there with that. Turn the ceiling on. And just see. And it's not doing a lot for us though. 4. It doesn't really help us too much, does it? Yeah, not a lot. It's a little, but not a lot. We could, however, let's go up to our ceiling tab. Yes, yes, we could. I mean, this is gonna, that's gonna change everything, isn't it? Like I could put a skylight in there. Let's see what it does. Gives us a lot more pillars, doesn't it? Are they bad? I don't mind them, actually. Maybe we will do that. This could be fun. Sure. Let's go back to edit this again. Tab. Okay. Fill P section. Get rid of it. We need to get rid of that on it. Because it's just going to be that. Now, let's look at it. See? Yeah. I'm just going to connect those points again. Okay. Now, Shift D, Q, add modifier wireframe. Cool. Q, add modifier bevel. Gets a little weird, but good enough. That's fine. And then this one, Q, add modifier, solidify. Up like that. Cool. Now this, apply all. This, apply all. And this is our frame. Yes. Tab A, U, Smart UV project it. And do I have a metal already that I like? Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, sure. That's fine. And this one is going to be yeah, not that. There we go. Special mats. Rough glass. Add material. Color. Going to give it a slight yellow tone to it. Like that. And we have light now coming in from above. because that's fine. Now I can actually cut down my exposure, or up my exposure, back to 7, maybe 8, no, 6. We'll figure it out. But yeah, that gives us enough light from above that that's fine. And we could even now, if we want to, just to make things a bit more directed, light over here, Shift A, light area. Let's make it circular. 3 meters up. Give it a slight angle like that. And power of 500. Too much. 50. 50's not bad. That's way brighter than it should be, but, you know, let's see. Mm, 4,000. No, I don't want it to be that red. I want it to go the other way around. Okay, and power of 25. Cool. So we got dark shadows, but we also have some light. It's pretty good. He's just getting on my nerves. Goodbye, Perry. I think I want to go the other angle so that it points more towards our cool stuff. In the back corner. Still not really bright enough down there. That is the darker side because it's behind the stairs, but that's fine. It's kind of fun. And we can cheat that some more too, which we will. By coming over here. Let's see. Light. We're in lights, right? Make sure we're still in lights. Yeah, we are. Light. Point. Sure. Color. 4500. Let's see. And it's too bigger in front. Let's see, move it in. That makes it darker. So this is our problem with doing it this way, but radius of 0.1. There we go. That's better. So we cheated out that light to make it brighter. And we could do the same thing with the other ones too if we wanted to. We really could do it with all of them and not do the ceiling light, but I think I like the ceiling light. Makes it just feel a little bit weird, which I like. And also helps hint that there's a world beyond it also like. Let's do a bit of decorating now. Do I have a wheel? Ye old wagon wheel. Cool. Cool. Decoration on the wall. And we could even do some more. Kind of looking at it from here. There's always like paintings and shit too, but then we have to find them, which are a pain. Or make them. Let's bring these out just a little bit. We're not quite far enough in, or we're too far in rather. That's better. Okay. That is better. Let's see what we find. That we can use. Excellent. Always good. Let's just have some hanging chains here. Cool. Q array. There. And maybe 2. There we go. I like that. And let's do another one. Move them around because we have so much randomness set on this thing that they don't line up right ever, but that's fine. Cool. That's fun. Chain, good. Just looking to see what else we want to have in here. There's a hanging rope. That'll be good. Up against this wall there. Cool. And let's reverse it. It's gonna hang better that way. Yeah. There we go. Rope hanging down. Excellent. And maybe another one. Over here. Cool. Both those work for us, I think. Give us something on that wall that we like. We got the wagon wheel here. We also got the plant things here, which are kind of nice. So we don't need so much on that wall. We're doing good. Rope always makes everything more nautical. Absolutely. Did we lose all of our hanging? Okay, that needs to come down some. A bit more even. There we go. Lines up with that. Looks like we lost all of our hanging rope when we got rid of our cut our thing open. So let's see if we can add some more rope. Hanging rope. No, density is 1, so it should be there if there were any. Let's just see if we can get... Whew! Oh, it comes back. All right, whatever. Yeah, that's a problem. All right, let's edit that. That's a problem. We can fix it, though. Tab. This thing. 3. These are all going to be balcony now. To cut down the number. We still have some more than we had before, but that's better. Yes, that is better. Make sure we're not cutting into any of our chairs. Doesn't look like we are. I actually really like having the additional pillars too. They're kind of fun. And again, help cramp everything up a lot, which is the feeling we want. Now, we're going to add some smoke to it. I think we're just going to do it all over again this time. And this time I think it will be smoke instead of fog. So let's do it on our own. Ground fogs. Let's try it. Probably too thick. Pretty thick, yeah. Let's cut it down. 0.25. Better. Cool. Resolution. We need to update our noise settings. I don't remember where they've changed that to now, but I know we need to do it. Render. Performance. No. Color management. We're going to go to base anyway. Volume is good. We're going to set our indirect clamping to 0.99, which will cut out some fireflies and make things faster for us. And I'm just going to drop to 16 because I don't need to be at 32. Should be all right. Yep. And we'll go to 512. See how we feel about it. We may need to go up a little bit in a space like this, but that looks okay. Those are very bright. Why are they so bright? There's no emission, is there? No. They're just very bright. They might be too bright. I can't remember them from last time being too bright and being annoyed by it. Just gotta get rid of it. Okay. Layout. Let's see what we got. Camera. Did I set it? I can't remember yet if I did. Well, let's just do it now. Come on. Hey, Alexa. No, I didn't yet. Lens. Anamorphic cook. Let's go to 35. Okay. Maybe in 28. And widescreen. Panavision. I think I already did that. Yes. I did. You can kind of see the most from our room back here. We're at 28, so we're really, really wide. Maybe 35 is better. I don't like going below 35, but sometimes you just need to. Video game people don't mind it as much, but since that's like your average video game camera field of view is like 18, so they get used to it. I always think it looks bad, but okay, so we got that light there. We need a light here. We need something to balance that. And we might even just put another pot there. These should not be here. And those should not be here. That should be in set deck. Okay. Turn off ceiling. What's that? Oh, that's our lamp, right. Okay. Grab this and this. Alt-D, GX, over there. Okay. Ceiling's off. Ceiling on. Better. And I like actually it's kind of hidden behind. Oh, that's interesting. Somehow we had lost that again, but there we go. It's back. Kind of not hating that. I think that's not bad. I wouldn't mind a little bit of light over here. These things are just not quite giving me enough. So let's cheat. Light. It's this point. Yeah, that was the second. That's the little one, right? Yeah. Alt-D, G to here. Let's see how that looks for us. See if that's giving us anything to start with. Maybe a little. Let's do some more. Do another one or two. Probably going to end up doing it on all these lamps, aren't I? Probably. Let's see. That's better. It's subtle, but it's definitely better. We can even bring it up just a little bit, although all these are still tied together. But we take it to like 25. That's too much. Maybe 15. 15 feels pretty good. And I think I'm actually might take my area down a little bit, just to like also 15. Or even turn it off. Let's see. It's not really making a lot of change, but it does help. Let's bring that up there. I think that's looking okay. Nice. Not a bad looking bar. Focus on that cup there. Maybe put one of our dudes in here. Grab him because we already got him here. And figure it out in a minute. New collection. People. Put him there, and we'll move the chair, maybe. Yeah. Now, see, he's pretty short. Oh, it goes all on the ground, too. Bring him up a little bit. He's pretty short as his feet are under the ground, but he is still pretty short. Cool. That looks better, I think. Can even do another one or two. Let's grab. Actually, I want to grab my. How far back is it? Him? File, open. Don't save. Up. LBT. Let's see if it's him. Yes, it's my sales guy from the first shop. Select hierarchy. Copy objects. Come back. Pipple. So our bartender. And grab our crew guy. Let's put a couple people in here. I think we're going to get rid of his stuff to make him not our crew guy, but in the meantime, we'll put him there. Cool. And tab. And we're just going to get rid of everything with that material, right? Yep. Come on. Yeah. Fortunately, you can delete stuff out of a mesh where it's been rigged, where it has weights and it doesn't hurt anything. So now he's one of the crew guys that doesn't have that on him. He needs to come up. I didn't check the bartender, see if he needed to come up. He probably does. Little fake feet. Yeah, that's why I do too. Now he's too high up. I took him back there. Yeah, I don't want him intersecting with that lantern. But he's still good. Cool. And we could do a Mire Goblin too if we want to. Why not? One of those. That's the wrong one. This one. Open. Don't save. Up. Mire Goblin. We got a couple of them. We just kind of want to make it feel like it's not an empty bar. I like this guy pointing. Let's do that. And paste. Cool. And let's actually bring him. Gonna change my mind again. Here, and we're gonna grab one more Mire Goblin. So they're like talking. We'll grab the guy with the hat here. And paste him. It's right up on his beer. Not quite that right up on his beer. There we go. And this one over there more. And him, gotta bring him up. Exactly. No one wants an empty bar. Those are lame, man. Gonna line that foot up. There we go. The other one's not hidden anyway. Cool. Oh, gotta put the ceiling on. Yeah. Nice. I think I like it. These are just a little too close together. I'm going to move this out and in. Move this out. There we go. Ah. To create a little bit of a flow difference there. And just to see, 5 is too bright. Maybe 5.5. We can adjust that kind of thing anyway, but that's not bad. Let's just check our compositing real quick. And then we'll call it. I think we're done. 7.5, 1. Not that this one's going to really matter, it's too close, but 0.1. Layout. And compositing in camera. Yeah. Yeah, that gets darker. Although it will brighten up, but 5. Not bad. I think we do want to change this to 0.5. It's dark enough that it's making everything blue because of our low here. Which we could change, but it also just cut down the color balance. Yeah, and then we can bring that back to there. Cool. All right, folks, we made ourselves a bar. Not too bad. So again, just goes to show you can use these nodes for all kinds of stuff. Like this is our platform generator, but it makes a pretty awesome structural thing for the inside of a ship like this. We made that out of the same thing, stairs out of the same thing, floor and ceiling out of the same thing. The walls, we used the 3D Tutors wood plank modifier, but it's really straightforward. We just planked them out. But that was good. And then a bit of kit bash, bit of modifying stuff around. We got ourselves a scene. I am quite happy with it. So I do not believe I will be here tomorrow. I think I'm going to be an extra on a commercial, although they haven't gotten back to me yet to say what time it is. I think I'm going to be on a commercial tomorrow. So I plan that I will not be streaming tomorrow. And I will be back again on Thursday, though. same time, and we'll keep doing some more stuff. Yeah. Have a great day, everybody. Take care. And I will see you on Thursday. All right. Later.